Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm building in Willow Creek again, and this is only 30 by 40 size lot, and I'm building on this lot because I really like the surroundings, and this is one of my favorite lots to build on. Usually I build on this one or the one in Newcrest or the one like opposite to the Gods family. I also like that 30 by 40 size lot, but today I'm building on this one, and I really felt like doing a contemporary modern build again. It's been like a few days since I've done one, so I was like, let's do one today and let's make it a small family home. So of course I've gotten my inspiration this time from Instagram. That is where I get most of my inspiration. I just saw this beautiful small modern like contemporary styled home come by, and I was like, I really like it, so let's take that inspiration and convert it into The Sims, and that is what I'm doing right now. Of course it's not an exact copy, I just took little pieces here and there from that beautiful home and implemented here in this house. So this house is going to be a 3-bedroom 2-bathroom home. So I made a teen girls bedroom, a toddler bedroom, and a master bedroom, of course, and you can have up to 5 Sims living in this home at this point, but you can always add in more beds and stuff like that. You can change this and customize it however you want, and yes, it is on the gallery at this point. Just search my origin ID LoveSimplySim or press the link in the description. So I've put a link there, and if you press that link it will take you to the gallery. So it's a website gallery, and there you can download the home, or you can use my Dropbox. I also put that in the description for the people who of course don't use the gallery. They can use that to put this home in their homes, oh my gosh, Mona, I wanted to say houses, but that's not right, in their games, that's the right term. So anyways, here making a little shaded area because no contemporary home is like complete without one. So I'm making a shaded area at the front where the car is going to come, and that is also the garage, that little building there, that is going to be the garage. And there on the side you have like a little pathway leading up into the garden. So I do add in a swimming pool because we have a lot of space in the garden. I deliberately put the house at the very front of the lot because I wanted a garden with a swimming pool and just lots of stuff in there. So I add in also the very large water slide that you get with the backyard stuff pack. I just absolutely love the animation on that thing, but it's so huge. So if you want to place that, you do need to really think about the size of your garden. So that is what I was thinking of when I placed the lot just really at the front of the home. So there isn't much garden at the front, but there is a lot of garden at the back of the home. So I do play around with the color of the garage quite a long time. I didn't know what I wanted to do. At first I thought orange, then I thought red, but it really didn't fit in with the build. I don't know, the red just didn't fit in. I think if I built this in Oasis Springs, then I think the red was beautiful, because when you use very bright colors in Oasis Springs with that lighting engine, it just transforms into something beautiful, and that is something that I learned to love from that world, because I absolutely hated that world in the beginning. When the game came out, I was like, nope, not building there, and I did not build there for over 2 years, I think. And then at one point it was New Year's, and I was like, let's start building here there. Let's make that my New Year's resolution. And now I have an entire series just in that little world. So if you haven't seen that, that's my Oasis Springs. I I don't know what it's called, that series, but I just fill in that entire world with only my build. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it somewhere here in the screen or in the description, so you can check out that series or one of those builds. I have to say, I really love that series, and all of those houses that I've built so far are also contemporary / modern, so they do fit in with the style that I'm doing right now. So here I am almost at the color that I'm gonna use. So that white brick looked really nice, but I decided not to use it. So the reason that I didn't use it is because I didn't want to add in another pack for you guys, because I am gonna I'm gonna use a lot of packs in this build, but just adding in the vampire game pack, because the white stones that I was using before I changed it to these gray wooden slates was from the vampire game pack, and I thought, I'm not gonna use anything from that pack in this home, so let's not use it on the outside, so that if you want to download this home, you don't need that pack. So that was what I was thinking, and that's why I didn't use the white bricks, but I really liked how it looked. I absolutely liked it. So yeah, but I mean, it also looks very nice with the wooden slates, and I was definitely gonna use Get Together stuff, and that wooden slates that you see on the garage, the gray ones, are from the Get Together expansion pack, and I always use the Get Together expansion pack. That is a pack that I cannot live without, because that has that walk-in wardrobe, which I absolutely adore. I use that all the time for making babies. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like woohoo in the bed, but sometimes I like to mix it up and do it in the wardrobe or in the hot tub. I really like hot tub woohoo. And where else can we woohoo? Oh, the bush, but I don't really use the bush that much. It just doesn't feel right. Usually when my Sims go to like the bluffs or something like that, and they're all alone and have a romantic outing, then yes, I use those bushes, but nah. I do use the bushes to pee though. I don't know what it is, but I don't think that it's like weird to pee in bushes. I mean, I don't say that I do that regularly, but when I was younger and I was going out, yes, I did use bushes to pee in. I'm sorry, I did. I was young, and sometimes you drink too much. You know how it goes. Anyways, I've used bushes in my youth, so yeah, my Sims do it as well. Anyways, weird subject, changing it now. So here, doing the landscaping, I did lose a little bit of footage of the garden where I put in like plants and stuff like that, but nothing really interesting. But you will notice that there is a little bit of footage missing. My daughter Sadie came in the room, and I paused my recording equipment, and she wanted me to help her with writing her name. She's really into doing everything on her own. So every day when she comes home from school, she's like, Mommy, I need to do my homework, and she's gonna just start writing her name until it is perfect. I mean, she has a little trouble with the S from Sadie, and she turns it around. So she's really practicing on that, and she wants to have it absolutely right. So she was doing her homework, and she came in because she just really couldn't get that S right, and I needed to help her. So I paused my recording equipment, and I didn't start it back up. So I lost a little bit, but it's fine. I mean, it's fine. So anyways, here, starting with the backyard, and yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do here. I have to say, I really love the backyard, but I also love the front. I think that the front looks really interesting with the shape and all the little details. So I cannot say now that I absolutely love the back. I think I love the back and the front of this home. So I love the idea and the concept of the water slide that I implemented here. I just think that looks really nice, and I do try to really landscape it in. I do not like throw it in there like, up, water slide, we're done. No, I really try to landscape it in, because if I would buy a home and I have like this really large slide, I would want to give it like a permanent place where I can place it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is what I was thinking of, and that's why I landscape it in. And I thought, let's put in some fountains, let's surround it with fountains. So I don't know if this is really functional with the fountains, but I do think so, because I already did this kind of setup, but then with bushes, and it worked fine. So I think the slide will work fine, but of course I'm gonna check it before upload, and if not, I'm gonna change it a little bit so that it's gonna be functional, but I think it's gonna function fine. Anyways, here doing a little bit of the swimming pool, adding in, of course, some bubbles and steam. I always add in bubbles and steam in all my swimming pools. I just love how that looks when you are in live mode or live mode. What is it? Live mode or live? I'm not sure. Anyways, I really like how it looks with the bubbles and the steam coming off the swimming pool. It just looks really, really nice. I don't add in a bubble blower, by the way. I didn't really think about it when I was building. It's like becoming a real habit. I always forget the bubble blower, and it's like the most played object in my game. But yeah, I forgot to place it. So if you are like me, a bubble blower freak, you can always add that in when you download it. And I also forgot a barbecue. I know, where is my head? So you also need to add that in before you play with it, if you like using the barbecue. Not everyone loves to use the barbecue. I personally love the barbecue. I don't know why, I like the animation, and I love the idea that they can set themselves on fire with a barbecue. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. It's a little bit sadistic of me, but that's just me. Anyways, here adding in some sunbathing loungy chairs. I wish they would make one in a pack or just freely in an update. We need some lounge chairs for the garden. So I know I read on Twitter, or I think on the forum, that it was like really hard to make them. I don't know why, because maybe the animation or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm still hoping for those sunbeds, because I mean, I make them with the perfect patio stuff pack, which is fine, but it's not really that functional. I mean, my Sims do sit on it, and when I take screenshots, it does look really nice, but I would love if they would just lie on it. I mean, they can lie on it and take a nap, but that's not the animation that I was looking for. So yeah, I'm hoping that at one point we are going to get some beds for the garden. So here adding in a little bit detail in the swimming pool. I just like those floating stones, and it just makes the swimming pool look a little bit more zen. So here adding in a tree, doing a bit more terrain painting, of course. And then, yeah, so then we are gonna go into the oh my gosh, furnishing the house. So I did do the floor plan off camera. You guys know I usually do that off camera because I don't know why. It just works out better for me off camera. I do tend to take a long time with the floor plan, but for this floor plan, I actually did it really fast. This was the fastest floor plan that I made, and maybe it's because I already thought about where I wanted everything when I was building the shape. Usually I just build a shape and roll with it, and then I puzzle the floor plan. But this time I was thinking on, okay, I want this many bedrooms, I want the garage and the hallway there. So I knew where everything needed to be when I started the exterior of the house, which is sometimes really nice, but usually I just build something and then I worry about the floor plan later. And that's maybe why I always do it off camera, because then it's really hard to figure out where the rooms need to be, and sometimes you get like these really odd, weird shapes, but that also makes the houses really interesting. So yeah, here doing the living room, and someone said in a previous video of mine, and I give them, of course they were right, but they said, why do you always use like a wall or a chimney for the television. And I get you, I do that a lot of times, and it's just because that's personal preference. I really like it. But for this build, I was like, okay, Mona, let's challenge yourself, do something different. And I made like a little home cinema set there, which I also think looks really nice. And the thing that I absolutely love from the inside of this home is I love the color scheme. I don't know why, it's so very soothing and nice. So it's like gray, brown tones, and then I'm gonna add in little hints of yellow, like I'm doing right now. I thought this house needs a bit more color. I mean, I loved all the brown and gray tones, but we needed a bit color, and I thought yellow goes so well with what I'm doing right now, so I added in some yellow. I wished we had mustard yellow, but this is more of a yellow kind of color, you know what I mean? But it still worked really nice. So in the end, I'm very, very happy with how the living room and the kitchen turned out. And I love the open concept of living room and kitchen. And I didn't forget to add in a bin, you guys. Usually I always forget the bin. I did forget the outdoor bin. So I did forget one bin, but the indoor bin I actually added in, which I think is so awesome. I mean, I was like, yay me when I placed it. So yeah, I was really happy with that. So here adding in some lights, gonna make the kitchen look a little bit more cluttered. Not overly cluttered, but just adding in some items on the walls and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. So yeah, adding in some towels, and here doing now this extra little room. So this room is going to be the office. I really wanted a dedicated room for mom and dad to work and use the computer. I did not want to place the computers in the bedrooms for this build because the bedrooms are really tiny. They're really, really tiny. And I was set on those 3 bedrooms. I didn't want to make it 2. They're absolutely needed to be 3. So I was like, okay, let's do the office downstairs. Make a dedicated area for a computer. And the living room was really massive. So we could fit in the the office quite easily. And I think it looks really nice. It fits in so well with the floor plan. Like I said, this was one of the easiest floor plans for me. It just flowed really nice. So maybe one day I'm gonna do my floor plan on camera, but for now I'm gonna keep it off camera because it just feels more comfortable for me. Anyways, here adding in some curtains and blinds, and you guys know I'm using my favorite curtains throughout this build. So I'm using the blinds from Get to Work, and then I think these ones are just base game, if I have that correctly. So here started with the bathroom. So I keep the bathroom really simple. I'm not doing anything special. I didn't want to lose much time on the bathrooms, and I thought let's make them just neutral looking but still very nice. And I did try to make something interesting like you guys saw with the cabinets above, but I don't know, it wasn't working for me. And I do forget the toilet at this point, but later on when I'm doing the upstairs, I think the toddler bedroom, I was going to the toddler catalog and I saw the potties and I was like, oh my gosh, Mona, you forgot the toilet again downstairs. So I rushed down and I placed the toilet. So yes, there are toilets when you're gonna upload or download this house. Not upload, I'm gonna upload it. You guys are gonna download it. So yeah, there are toilets. So here I'm furnishing the garage. So I really didn't know what I wanted to do with the garage. Did I want to make it like a functional space or not? But I'm just going with the washer and dryer kind of thing. So with a laundry area, I know we don't have them, and I'm saying it now in every build, but I just feel it in my gut. They're coming, you guys. So yeah, I'm just adding them in to be sure. so that when they are coming, you can just place them whenever you like. So here making a little reading nook because we had a little space and it was too small to be a bathroom, because at first I wanted a bathroom to come there, so that was the bathroom that the children were gonna use, and then that bathroom there in the left corner was going to be a ensuite. But I just found that that bathroom where now the reading nook is was going to be too small. It just was too small. So I was thought like, no, let's make it a little reading nook for the children. They can sit there, do their homework, or just, I don't know, read a book and relax. So I thought, let's do that. So here, starting with the teen girl bedroom. So I'm going with that blue color again, you guys. I'm loving it at the moment. And I was thinking, let's combine it with a yellow chair just to tie in with the downstairs area. So here I'm making a very large desk, and this teen girl does have a personality, of course. So she loves everything scientific. So she is studying science. She wants to be a scientist when she grows up, or well, she's almost grown up. She's a teen, but anyways, yes, she's a real scientist from heart. But she also loves to dress up, use makeup, and that's why she has a vanity. She's getting a large wardrobe. So she's a very girly girl. So loves makeup and everything glam, but she also loves her scientific stuff. So she would be that kind of girl with like nerdy glasses, but still looking all fabulous in her designer clothing or something like that. I was thinking of Legally Blonde, but then a scientific version or a scientist version or something like that. So yeah, that is what I was thinking of when I was building this room, and I absolutely like it. I just love the idea. I don't know if teens can use that chemistry set, I think, of chemistry lab, but when they grow up, of course, and they're gonna stay at home and get a job in the scientific career, then yes, they can practice on it at home. So here adding in some items for the vanity, just making it look nicer and a little bit more cluttered, of course adding in nail polish and stuff like that. So here I wanted to place a rock underneath the bed, but it just looked so very over cluttered, and in the end I didn't go with a rock. So here doing the master bedroom. So for the master bedroom I wanted to go with neutrals again. I think a master bedroom needs neutral colors. I mean, I think neutral colors in a bedroom overall is just better for you. I mean, for me, I love neutrals. I have little pops of colors in my bedroom, don't get me wrong. I have now petrol blue. I think I said this in another video, but I have petrol blue going on in my bedroom. But it's really toned down with all the grays, white, and little hints of black that I have going on. So it's still very neutral looking, and it really helps me sleep better. I mean, if there are too many colors in my bedroom or there's too many clutter, because I also can't sleep in clutter, then yeah, I can't sleep. I will be up all night, and if I'm gonna be up all night and I can't sleep, I am a mess and I get cranky. And when I'm cranky, yeah, you don't want to meet me when I'm cranky. I can be a real, yeah, just a real bitch. So yeah, I think neutral colors in a master bedroom, especially for parents, is necessary. So I went with neutrals again, and then little hints of artwork with some color in that, still making it look very personal and nice. So yeah, that is what was going on in my mind when I was furnishing the master bedroom here, just moving everything over so that I can place the curtains. And yeah, we're finished with that and going on into the toddler bedroom. So I'm making a toddler boy bedroom, and it's going to be a twin toddler bedroom, and I'm going with blues and reds, reds, because I felt like doing that and it looks really nice. So yeah, we're almost at the end of the video. Yeah, so I think I'm yeah, so I just need to furnish this, then need to do all the lightings throughout the home, and then we're done. So yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed the video and just hanging out here with me and chilling. If you did, don't forget it, I'm gonna say it again, please leave your likes, very important if you guys do it. I do notice that because of your likes, my videos are getting noticed more, and I love it, so keep them coming. And yeah, I really appreciate it, you guys, I really do. So yeah, please hit that like button if you liked it, and if this is the first video that you are seeing from me and you like what you're seeing, please subscribe if you want to, of course, no pressure, but subscribe on the channel if you want to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to get notifications when a video is gonna come up from me. So yeah, that's basically all the information that I needed to give you guys. So I hope that you guys have a great Wednesday. It's still Wednesday here in Belgium, wherever you are, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. By the words that you say, the voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to ask.